Afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Harrison, Associate Registrar. We're pleased to celebrate our graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Science, Bachelor of Science program, and the Faculty of Health and Community Studies, Bachelor of Social Work and Social Work Diploma programs at this afternoon's Convocation ceremony. At this time, I acknowledge the talented group of individuals behind me who, under the direction of Marty Majorowicz, comprise the MacEwan University Big Band. I would like to remind you that the Winspear Center is an acoustically responsive hall, so we ask that, if you are carrying electronic devices, you take a moment now to turn them off for the duration of the ceremony. If you do need to step outside of the hall, the Winspear has monitors in the lobby on which you can watch the ceremony. A professional photographer will be taking photos of our graduates as they cross the stage and backstage after they have received their parchments. Information on how to obtain copies of these photos will be forwarded to graduates at a later date. Graduates, please remember that at this time, your tassel should be flipped to the right side of your face. We have one more musical number, and then the ceremony will begin. Thank you. Once again, please join me in a round of applause for the MacEwan University Big Band. Everyone, if you are able, please rise. At this time, I am pleased to introduce the mace bearer for this ceremony. Dr. Ross Shaw, Assistant Professor in the Department of Biological Science in the Faculty of Arts and Science, is carrying the university's mace, which was donated to the university in 1997 by its namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, and became the official mace in 2008. It is especially meaningful to the university as it was hand-carved by Dr. MacEwan. Further information on the mace and other convocation traditions can be found in your convocation program. The faculty procession is led by Dr. Elaine Beltaus-Kerr, Associate Professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics in the Faculty of Arts and Science. Please remain standing for the academic procession.
Please be seated. I am delighted to welcome you to this afternoon's Convocation ceremony. Graduates, this is the day you have been working towards and the day your family and friends here with you have been waiting for, with joy and anticipation. Today's Convocation is indeed a wonderful celebration to recognize our graduates for their achievements at MacEwan University. Graduates, distinguished guests, members of the stage party, faculty, staff, and others in attendance, my name is Dr. Annette Trimby, President and Vice Chancellor. I would first like to acknowledge that the land in which we gather in Treaty 6 territory is the traditional gathering place for many Indigenous peoples. We honor and respect the history, languages, ceremonies, and culture of the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who call this territory home. The First Peoples' connection to the land teaches us about our inherent responsibility to protect and respect Mother Earth. With this acknowledgement, we honor the ancestors and children who have been buried here, missing and murdered Indigenous women and men, in the process of ongoing collective healing for all human beings. We are reminded that we are all treaty people and of the responsibility we have to one another. I would also like to acknowledge on Friday, we recognize and celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day, an important day of acknowledgement, solidarity, and celebration. Celebrating education and learning is appropriate on a day that we recognize the history and future of Indigenous peoples across Canada. I am so pleased we are able to incorporate voices from our Indigenous community and the talent and creativity of Indigenous musicians. I would now like to invite our Indigenous knowledge keeper, George Desjardins from Frog Lake Cree Nation, to provide us with an Indigenous invocation. The invocation is a prayer blessing graduates on the road ahead as they complete their education and move into the next phase of their lives, wherever it may lead. Protocol was offered before the ceremony. George?
Watchie nito temptik, kinenaskum tenawa anutse peakskun. I'll do my best to translate my prayers so you understand what I'm praying for each and every one of you. Again, congratulations. Ahau mamu atau imau kisiwatsit. Kinenaskum tenani migoyan humanutska gisagao. Bekanawim nan kakio kichiwasim sakyo pitigui humanutska gisagao. Kakio skaya kyo pitigui MacEwan kiskinamatogamik. So imnan kakio kichiwasim sak anuts wapage egwa kakike. So imnan tato kisagao egwamina e haiman matsun. So imnan egunik. Hi. I prayed for all our graduates today. I gave thanks for their life. Also, on the road ahead, I gave thanks for every day they're going to be with us. Today, tomorrow, and each and every day. And also, when life gets hard, that we're also offered strength and prayers again. Thank you.
Thank you, George, for your prayers. Celebration and sharing of Indigenous culture are key to building a strong future for Indigenous people here at MacEwan, in Edmonton, and across the country. I'm grateful to be able to welcome Desmarais Badger from the MacEwan Cree Nation in Treaty 6 territory, and Simone Desjardins from Frog Lake Cree Nation. Desmarais has been dancing fancy shawl dance for 4 years and has traveled in Canada and the USA for powwows. She dances for those who are unable to, her grandparents, and for healing. Simone is a jingle dress dancer. Jingle dress dance represents healing, protection, and spiritual growth and resilience. Desmarais and Simone will be accompanied by the drum group Black Stone. Indigenous singers, dancers, and drummers share their gifts of song and dance at our convocation ceremonies. In each performance, the drum represents the heartbeat of Mother Earth and of all nations. It is a sacred gift believed to carry the echoes of Indigenous ancestors. Thank you, Damara, Simone, and Blackstone. What an incredible performance. You've energized us now. Thank you for celebrating with us today. Now, please stand for the singing of our national anthem performed by the MacEwan University Big Band and led by Paige Owen.
Our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we sing the rise of true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
Band. Please be seated. I have the privilege of introducing Dr. Tony Fields, MacEwan's Chancellor. Chancellor Fields has had a long and distinguished career in medicine as a physician, teacher, researcher, and administrator. Most recently, he was a professor of oncology at the University of Alberta and vice president of cancer care for Alberta Health Services before retiring in 2011. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Fields to officially open Convocation.
Thank you, President Trimby. Welcome to MacEwan University's Spring 2024 Convocation. As Chancellor, I declare MacEwan University's Convocation open. It is my distinct honor and privilege to be conferring your academic credentials today. This is a special academic ceremony wherein you, the graduating class of 2024, will receive the degrees, diplomas, or certificates that recognize your remarkable achievements as students of MacEwan University. Graduands, today is all about you, and we are honored to be here to celebrate your achievements. Graduation from a university is a major milestone in life's journey, and Convocation fittingly celebrates it with you in the company of your classmates, loved ones, and teachers. Together, we recognize the diligence and persistence that each of you has applied to your studies and the knowledge, skills, and attributes that you have acquired during your time at MacEwan. These valuable tools will help you succeed in whatever field of work or further endeavor you choose. When I reflect on the years that have passed since my own first graduation from university, my most striking observation is how dizzying the pace of change has become in our society's knowledge and achievement, whether in my own field of healthcare or almost any other that you might name. You, today's graduates, will no doubt witness future achievements that my generation scarcely dared to dream of. This is a wonderfully exciting prospect. It also underscores the importance of the commitment that I encourage each of you to make to lifelong learning. Adaptability to change will be a vital asset, critical to meeting challenges and taking advantage of opportunities. We believe that your time at MacEwan has helped to prepare you to succeed in this changing future. We hope that it has also nurtured your ambition to be shapers and builders of this future with the goal of improving the world we live in together. As you graduate, you join the growing community of MacEwan alumni. Collectively, you and your fellow alumni demonstrate the many benefits that education at MacEwan contributes to our society across diverse disciplines and throughout our public, private, and voluntary sectors. I look forward to conferring your credentials here today, and I wish you a future rich with fulfilling endeavors and achievements. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fields. It is my pleasure to now introduce members of the stage party. Members of the stage party, please remain standing once you have been called. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. You've already met Chancellor Fields. Next to him is our Board of Governors Vice Chair, Scott Kashuba, and our Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Craig Monk. Would members of our Board of Governors, Deans, and Vice Presidents rise, please? I now ask our Associate Vice Presidents and Associate Deans to rise, please. I would like to recognize our distinguished alumni recipient, Mallory Yongwei. Would other members of the University Administration rise, please? I now ask the representatives of each of our associations, faculty, staff, alumni, and student speaker to rise. And would our Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, George, rise? I'm not sure. And I will now ask the Mace Bearer, Distinguished Proctor, and all remaining faculty and staff of the university to stand, please. This is our Spring 2024 Convocation Stage Party, and together they represent all the faculty and staff from across the university who taught you, encouraged you, challenged you, supported you, and worked behind the scenes for you during your time at MacEwan University. And they are all honored to be here to celebrate with you today. Please join me in acknowledging all of them. Thank you, members of the stage party. You may be seated. I invite Gabriel Ambutong, President of the Students Association of MacEwan University, to read the student invocation. Gabriel.
Through learning, we flourish and help others to flourish. We stand here today on the brink of important change for ourselves and for the world. Inspired by the past, we now step forward to transform the future. Engaging with others, we cherish the diversity of experience within our communities and ourselves. Through perseverance, we excel. Through compassion, we connect. Through creativity, we thrive. Through knowledge, we grow. Through all this and more, let us forge a legacy to nurture, to inspire, and to endure. Moved by this spirit, strong in our knowledge, we move out into the world with open arms, open mind, and open heart. We pledge to leave the world better than we found it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott Kashuba, the Vice Chair of the Board of Governors of MacEwan University. Convocation is a momentous occasion that continues to inspire us all, reminding us of the incredible achievements and limitless possibilities that lie ahead. To each and every one of you, congratulations. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have brought you to this moment of triumph, and you should be immensely proud of your accomplishments. It is now my privilege to introduce you to the recipient of one of MacEwan University's Distinguished Alumni Awards. Each year, we recognize the outstanding contributions and achievements of our alumni through this prestigious honor, highlighting their remarkable impact on their respective fields. This year, we have the pleasure of honoring a truly remarkable individual, Mallory Yongway. Since graduating in 2018, Mallory has embarked on an extraordinary journey, leaving an indelible mark on the world around her. I had the great pleasure of witnessing her inspiring presence firsthand at a recent Board of Governors event, where she captivated us all with her story. A member of the Saddle Lake Cree Nation, Mallory is a co-founder and co-CEO of Indigenous Box, a multi-million-dollar business that promotes Indigenous entrepreneurship through subscription box and corporate gift services. Her business not only thrives on financial success, but embraces Indigenous principles and the collective value of honoring gifts of others. Mallory's story is a testament to the fact that it is not only possible, but also critical to build community while building a business. She proves that success can be achieved by embracing our roots, valuing our contribution of others, and forging connections that go beyond the realm of profit. With great pleasure and excitement, I invite Mallory to join me on the stage, which she has already. Let us welcome her with a resounding applause, celebrating her extraordinary accomplishments and the inspiration she provides today. Congratulations, Mallory.
Greetings. Kitadamskat Inawal Kakio. Board Chair, Chancellor, President, Provost, Stage Party, distinguished colleagues, friends, and family of graduates, welcome, and thank you all for attending today. I'm honored to speak to you today as a proud MacEwan graduate and Distinguished Alumni Award recipient. This distinction is deeply meaningful for me because of what it represents. As an Ehio Iskwel, a Cree woman, I am from the first generation of my family who were not forced to attend residential schools. Receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award from MacEwan is significant for many reasons, not the least of which is that prior to 1961, Indigenous people were not welcome in institutions like this. And in fact, I didn't know that a university degree was even a possibility for me for most of my life. But I am not only here today to share my perspective as an Indigenous woman. I'm also here to share my experience as a graduate whose time here opened many doors and, most importantly, opened my mind and helped me to understand who I am. At MacEwan, I studied business, specifically supply chain management. I believe the technical skills that I learned during my studies here are second to none. These skills helped me greatly on my journey as an entrepreneur, but there was so much more. Many of the most important lessons that I learned were not what I expected at all. And many of the lessons from MacEwan I didn't fully realize until much later. For those of you who may not know, Indigenous Box is a pioneering social impact gift service and retailer dedicated to championing Indigenous businesses and furthering economic reconciliation by strengthening supply chains and expanding market reach. Our central theory was that if we do business with an abundance mindset and we work together with our suppliers to help them grow their capacities, then we can succeed together. We wanted to do our part to seed intergenerational business knowledge into our communities. We are developing the Indigenous supply chain and bringing Indigenous businesses into mainstream retail. Mostly, we are developing people. And with our relationship-centered approach, we've served over 600 organizations and thousands of customers, making us Canada's corporate and nonprofit gift of choice, and shipped Indigenous goods around the world. The values that built Indigenous Box, come from my traditional teachings, but they were also fostered at MacEwan. Community, an abundance mindset, perseverance, and belief in possibilities. One of my weaknesses is believing that I have to do everything myself. This is why I never understood why my professors tortured us with group projects. And the reason has been a hard pill for me to swallow. The thing is, the world of work runs on collaboration and communication. Outside of school, you will not exist in a vacuum. Learning to work in a team requires understanding that people have different communication styles, different work ethics and motivators, and varying skill levels. People are unpredictable, and relationships require nurturing. But the future is built with teamwork. In a great team, the sum is greater than its parts. You won't get along with everyone you work with, but look for people's strengths. Every person has something to offer. Every person has a gift to be celebrated. As the proverb goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Community. When we started Indigenous Box, we decided to treat it like a school project. We thought it might take some of the pressure off. We imagined that we were trying to get an A, and when something went wrong, we pretended that the teacher was going to throw us a curveball in the assignment. But as the stakes got higher, this playful thinking got harder. We started to get scared. But I now realize that that playful problem-solving approach is more important than ever for us. The future is not built on fear. It is built on optimism. Fear and its close friend perfectionism are the enemies of progress. Try things, fail fast, learn from your mistakes, and reiterate, believe in possibilities. I heard once that the biggest existential crisis to your business is you giving up. This phrase has helped me through many, many moments over the last few years, and I take it to mean, as long as I refuse to quit, then success is inevitable. The fact is, growth is uncomfortable. We need to learn to lean into discomfort. Soon you'll find that what used to be hard is now easy. But you'll also learn there is always something even more challenging around the corner. This is growth. Just don't give up. MacEwan tells the world that they teach greatness. They ask their students to do great things. And I want to remind you all that success, greatness, excellence, these are not destinations. They are things that you do every day. But, and this is the most important part, every day is day one. Every day is a fresh start. It is never too late to do something differently, to make new choices, to switch directions, or even to reevaluate your beliefs and values. Before I conclude, I would like to share two stories from my personal life that I come back to when I doubt myself and my path. The first story is about abundance, and it takes many forms, and how everybody in community has a role to play. I grew up in the Saddle Lake Cree Nation, just northeast of Edmonton. I'm third from the bottom of 9. We didn't have much growing up, but in the same sense, we had everything. I grew up as a free-range child, out on the land. My dad is a great hunter, and he always taught that when you go out hunting, you return and you give to others, and in turn, they will pray for you, and you will see abundance on your next hunt. When you give to others, you experience abundance. And the second story is my co-founder and my husband, Cam. He's a descendant of immigrants to Canada, and his family comes from England, Germany, and the Shan State, which is now known as Myanmar. When I first took Cam home to meet my family 20 years ago, my dad, true to his nature and a good hunter, took him hunting. And in no time, they got a moose, and they brought it home. The next morning, after working late into the night cleaning and butchering the animal, my dad took Cam to meet my late Musam Wapatu, my grandfather. He was my dad's mentor and longtime hunting partner. and he was going to help them dry the meat. My Muslim Wapatu was an amazing man with great skill, perseverance, and conviction. Together they built a smokehouse, and they got to the task of slicing the meat and butchering the remaining carcass. As they were working, Cam, an experienced cook, got stuck trying to cut through the breastbone of the animal to separate the ribs with my Muslim's hunting knife. Seeing his frustration, my Muslim Wapatu told him how to do it. You have to find the exact right spot, and then the knife will cut very easily, adding, "There's always a way. If you believe there is, then there is." Then he told him how he survived months alone on a remote trap line in northern Alberta in the dead of winter after shattering his femur in an accident. My Muslim looked at him again and said, again with even more emphasis, "If you think you can, then you can." My husband tried again, and this time the knife found the spot, and it slid along the breastbone like butter. If you share with abundance, you will be rewarded with abundance. If you believe that something is possible, then it is. Today, I invite you to believe that your hopes and dreams for the future are possible. Lastly, don't forget, your connection to MacEwan doesn't end at graduation. MacEwan's alumni community is huge, and the university is invested in your success. MacEwan grads are ready to lead, to innovate, to network, collaborate, and to compete because they've been exposed to that type of critical thinking throughout their time at MacEwan. Stay connected. Thank you. Ginanaskom tinawal. Hi, hi.
Thank you, Mallory. I just want to say that we're all very proud of you. You exemplify greatness every day. I love the way you talk about building community, developing people while building business. And Mallory, you, like many alumni I talked to, tell me one of the hardest things about their time at MacEwan was figuring out how to work in teams. And those same alumni tell me that the most important thing they learned at MacEwan was how to work in teams, because you have to work in teams in the real world. So I'm just going to end with the thought of playful problem solving and optimism. I think that truly is the way forward. Thanks again, Mallory. Please give her one more round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Craig Monk, Provost and Vice President Academic. The American educator Stanley Fish has famously claimed that university instructors should introduce students to bodies of knowledge and traditions of inquiry that had not previously been part of their experience, and equip those same students with the analytical skills that will enable them to move confidently within those traditions. In short, we should teach. MacEwan University distinguishes itself in the emphasis that it places on teaching, and while an individual instructor may take a distinct approach to this work, we are all drawn together to the central position it takes in the work that we do. We hire individuals who are committed to teaching. We mentor teachers and ensure that they realize career progress based, in large part, on how well they teach. This afternoon, it is my honor to acknowledge a member of academic staff for achievement in teaching. The Distinguished Teaching Award may be won only once by an individual, and so this first recognition may reasonably be interpreted as the highest honor we can bestow on an instructor. Dr. Melissa Hills is an associate professor in the Department of Biological Sciences, and over the past 18 years has become a role model for equity in the STEM disciplines and has helped grow the molecular cell stream in her department's curriculum. Her pedagogy emphasizes, amongst other things, the importance of connection and community and the balancing of flexibility and structure. She makes a point of gathering student feedback through a wide variety of mechanisms and reflects and responds on an ongoing basis to what her students tell her. While she is widely acknowledged as a campus leader in universal design for learning, Her pedagogy overall has attracted national and international attention for her many innovations. As she joins me now at the front of the stage, please congratulate Dr. Melissa Hills as a recipient of MacEwan University's Distinguished Teaching Award. Research begins in what is known as background, Canadian scholar Northrop Frye once wrote, and one would expect it, as it goes on, to start organizing the foreground as well. The bodies of knowledge and traditions that we teach are rooted in the scholarship we do, and MacEwan University is fortunate to have grown a culture of scholarly and creative activity that pushes ever forward the boundaries of what we know. What Frye described as organizing the foreground is embodied at an institution like ours in our work with undergraduate students. The Distinguished Research Award seeks to acknowledge the work of a member of academic staff who has made a significant impact through contributions to the scholarly community and to society in Edmonton, throughout Alberta, across Canada, and in the world beyond. This afternoon, it is my honor to acknowledge a member of academic staff for achievements in scholarship. Dr. Trevor Hamilton will, on July 1st, be promoted to professor in the Department of Psychology. It's kind of a big deal. Over a 15-year career at MacEwan University, he has published more than 40 manuscripts and has attracted nearly $500,000 in external support for his program of research. He is one of the faculty colleagues who has grown zebrafish research here to national and international acclaim, involving our students with him every step of the way. He makes a point of collaboration, working and publishing with academics across Canada and abroad. He is one of our best-known researchers, with international media attention given his scholarly activity. As he joins me now at the front of the stage, please congratulate Dr. Trevor Hamilton as the recipient of MacEwan University's Distinguished Research Award.
Thank you, Dr. Hills and Dr. Hamilton, for the wonderful contributions you have made to this class and past classes and future classes. I now invite Chancellor Fields to join me for the presentation of graduands and conferring of credentials. Graduands, if you are able, please rise. On behalf of the faculties and schools of MacEwan University, I present these graduands and those named in the Convocation program who are not at this ceremony. I ask that they be admitted to the MacEwan University credentials that they have earned.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Province of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of MacEwan University's General Faculties Council, I admit you to the degree, diploma, or certificate to which you are entitled, and I invest in you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. Now I bestow upon you this credential as a solemn trust to transform, to engage, and to improve the world from this day forth, to teach and to learn from others, so that through your learning we may all flourish. Congratulations, graduates.
And to commemorate this special moment, I invite you all to flip your tassels to the left. Whoa, 1 minute. Need to do this in sync. Together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, flip. So graduates, you may be seated. It will be your turn to cross the stage soon, but first, a few honors and a musical interlude. I'd like to recognize the recipient of the MacEwan University President's Medal for Academic Excellence and Student Leadership to deliver the student address. The President's Medal recognizes graduating students who have made an outstanding contribution to campus activities while maintaining a superior academic record. The recipient of the President's Medal is Eva Mary Margaret Hollis, a graduate of the Bachelor of Arts Honors in Political Science program in the Faculty of Arts and Science. Throughout her undergraduate degree, Eva demonstrated a profound commitment to her education and community. She maintained an impressive GPA, held multiple research assistant positions, and actively participated in a variety of on and off campus groups. Eva's involvement in the MacEwan community, dedication to improving the experience of students, and drive to support others, as seen by her dedication to roles in the Model United Nations Club, the MacEwan Student e-Journal, and the Office of Human Rights, Diversity and Equity, among others, has left a long-lasting legacy. Her professors are proud to share how inspired they are by her resilience, curiosity, passion for learning, and keen research skills, which they note are well beyond the undergraduate level. They speak so highly of her work, notably her paper that won the 2022-2023 Best Paper Award in Political Science, and her honors thesis that is now pending publication. Eva will be continuing her academic journey in the fall in pursuit of a master's degree, and I have no doubt she will find great success and continue to use her education to address challenges in the community and better the lives of everyone around her. Today, we celebrate her many achievements, exceptional academic performance, and the positive influence she has had on both her peers and professors during her time at MacEwan. I was delighted to present Eva with the medal this morning, and now you will hear a recorded address of what she delivered this morning.
Thank you, President Trimby, for those kind words. Hello, my fellow graduates, the esteemed stage party, and faculty members at MacEwan University, and our loved ones joining us today in our celebrations. I'd like to begin this address by congratulating the spring class of 2024. Congratulations on earning your degree, diploma, or certificate. This is a significant accomplishment that everybody here at the WinSphere, those tuned in online and present in spirit, are proud of you for achieving. I certainly am proud of you all and can't wait to walk the stage with everybody. I must admit, this is a very surreal moment for me. For the longest time, I thought that graduating from university was just some dream that I had that would never come to fruition. And while I dreamt about turning this dream into a reality, the discouragement that I received from educators in grade school, coupled with the adversity that I encountered early on in my educational pursuit as an adult, dissuaded me from achieving my academic potential. That is, until I let the curiosity that I've always had for the world guide me. And while it took years for my fear of academic failure to subside, my anxiety surely lessened the more involved I became on campus and in my department. My fellow graduates, I hope that this message resonates with you. We've all spent our formative years in the hallways at MacEwan, and while it may not be easy to admit, I'm sure that we've all experienced fears and anxieties that we may or may not have shared with others. In fact, you may be feeling fearful right now about what the future holds, or perhaps you're feeling nervous that soon you will be walking across the stage. But look around, allow the vibrancy and excitement that fills this ceremony to uplift you, and know that you will accomplish great things anytime you courageously turn and face the strange. Always follow your heart and let your passions guide you. I'm humbled to admit that my passions are what led me to this moment. Words cannot express how astonished I am to have been selected for this award. To say that I'm grateful is an understatement, but I really am so grateful. Thank you to the faculty at MacEwan University for providing me with such a positive and remedial educational experience, and a special thank you to my honors advisor, Dr. Andrea Wagner, whose support and encouragement I couldn't have done without. Thank you to my mother, Sandy, for always believing in me, to my father, Nick, for inspiring me, and to my partner, Stefan, for sharing my love for learning. I want to also extend thanks to everybody else who is here to cheer on my fellow graduates, the families, friends, significant others, and faculty members who supported a grad through this journey. I'm humbled to share this moment with you all. Now, let's have a round of applause for our graduates.
I'm going to thank Eva, even though she's not here right now. So in a moment, our marshals will bring the graduates to the stage. Off stage to your right is a representative from our alumni office. They will present each graduate with a gift on behalf of the MacEwan University Alumni Association. The graduate procession is ordered by faculty and school. Student awards will be presented in advance of graduates. Graduates, this is your moment to celebrate, shine, and be recognized for your accomplishments. As you make your way across the stage, stop and hit your mark next to our mace. I'm just going to demonstrate, okay? It's hard. I'm an introvert, so many of you are as well. Take a moment, wave to your family and friends, pause for a photo, and make your way off stage. This is the moment your family, friends, and other supporters along your journey have waited for, to celebrate you. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have led up to this moment. And although we won't be shaking hands on stage today, graduates, we will be watching proudly and cheering as each of you cross the stage. We now welcome Blackstone singers from Sweetgrass Cree Nation in Sweetgrass, Saskatchewan. Since their formation, the group has and continues to travel extensively throughout North America, sharing their music in many different celebrations. The drum is comprised of members of the Pascaman family, which now includes the sons and nephews of original members. Blackstone will perform an honor song as you, the graduates, are being assembled to walk across stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Blackstone. We are truly honored to have you perform for us today. Created in 1873, the Governor-General's academic medals are awarded by the Government of Canada. These medals represent the most prestigious awards that Canadian students can receive, and they help encourage academic excellence across the nation. They are awarded at MacEwan University at 2 levels: bronze for a diploma recipient and silver for an undergraduate degree recipient. The Governor-General's Silver Medal is awarded to the student who achieves the highest overall academic standing based on graduation grade point average. Before I invite her to join me on stage, I would like to say a few words about Ava Brooke Bookstrucker, our Silver Medal recipient. Ava is graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA in her Bachelor of Science degree with a biological sciences major and a psychology minor with distinction. Throughout her 4-year degree, she has demonstrated an exemplary work ethic and maintained an outstanding academic record with a near perfect number of A+ grades. Ava's professors admire her dedication to learning and her eagerness to build on her knowledge. She's frequently described as a diligent worker, team player, and an insightful student who seeks out every opportunity to learn and improve. Throughout her degree, she has developed excellent critical thinking and analytical skills, well beyond the undergraduate level. Ava, please join me on stage. It is my pleasure to present to you the Governor-General's Silver Medal. At this time, I invite my colleague, Dr. Malika Shalaman, Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Science, to come to the podium.
Eminent Chancellor and Madam President, I now present to you the following graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Science, Bachelor of Science program.
And now, presenting graduates receiving their Bachelor of Science. Adam Garrett Adolph. Rumaisa Eniola Agajan. Kyra Pamela Jaden Elaine. Cameron Marie Anderson. Adrian Anino.
Elena Janselin Aquino. Nicholas Arikadan. Dilpreet Atwal. Cindy Ong Chen. Taylor Mackenzie Arwid. Ravneet Kaur Bagri with distinction. Emma Elizabeth Barron. Brandon Ricky Bateman, with distinction.
Adam Royer Bonoye, with distinction. Arbnora Becca, with distinction. Davis Connolly Andre Benio. Jasbrinder Singh Benepal. Dylan Bennett. Chanrup Kaur Badi. Sarita Nicole Boyle.
Evan Tyler Barassa. Haley Ray Boyd, with distinction. Jasmeet Brar. Alexander Neil Braun. Madeline Samiha Britt, with distinction. Samuel Thomas Brownlee. Andrea Rosalie Reolada Haig. Ian Campbell. Saul Antonio Campos Garcia.
Selmina Sehejek. Tina Chandra. Abiral Shapagain. Bianca Faith Charland. Chloe Chatfield. Prachi Chauhan. Melissa Ann Coghill, with distinction. Kaylee Dylan Conlon, with distinction. Kyle Lester Cristobal.
Brandon Young Dare. Mark De Cruz. Eldrick Perea de Leon. Jessa Andrea Correa de Suyo. Jaskaran Diol. Kimberly Depford. Ravneet Kaur Dillon. Nancy Din.
Daniel Donovan. Dakota Francis Dulaye. Jordan Dubarry. Shireen Edelkani. Hussam Eldasuki. Mohammed Faisal El Kadri, with distinction. Taylor Marie Elliott. Jesse Cole Emery.
Mohammed Faizan, with distinction. Madison Nicole Farias. Sarah Gloria Farias. Devin J. Fleming, with distinction. Rainiel Andrew Flores. Olivia Frick. Ivana Darcel Goriliuk.
Fanan Gebra Michael. Harnur Kaur Gill, with distinction. Jasdeep Gill. Juan Sebastian Gomez. Kalo Vincent Goodhope. Victor Lawrence Gore. Dilpreet Kaur Gosal. Owen Armand Gannett, with distinction. Lam Kian Ha. Ryan Andrew Hallett.
Alexander Michael Hamilton. Ahmad Salahuddin Hanjura. Rachel Hansen. Joshua Hardy. Brant Russell Harker, with distinction. Daniel David Hebert, with distinction. Kothar Hamid. Juliana Caitlin Jade Hootmer.
Byron Gavin Devon Perniak. Suraj Hunter. Tyra Huynh. Craig Jethro Infante. Susan Chitana Inthabong. Monica Jerkova. Guled Jilal.
Fuzia Jha. Jennifer Olivia Johnson. Kip Adrich Joseph. Avjit Kaur. Navdeep Kaur. Neve Francis Keohan. Refilwe Kathy Khoudy.
Isra Khan. Ishan Ali Khan with distinction. Noel Kara Kilbreth with distinction. Nathan Kirk. Cole Matthew Ray Kizilowski. Nathan Henry Paul Coop with distinction. Claire Marie Monica Kriska. Kyle Michael Cooling with distinction. Austin James Kuhn. Jeff Cox Chazet.
Brooke Ann Labine. Miranda Zoe Lafoy with distinction. Jason Lai. Jordan Lai. Haley Marianne Lawlor with distinction. Erica Aubrey Marquez Laman. Melanie Rose Kathleen Larrabee. Coralie Larson.
Prince Jaffro Larte. Joseph Montero Latina with distinction. Alexandra Catherine Lieber. Kenneth Liu. Charuni Sipalika Lianagay. William Allen Lawrence. Brooklyn Rosalie Love.
Selena Lori Medea Lovelace, with distinction. Hang Lee. Alexander Linden, with distinction. Michaela Elena Moss, with distinction. Cheyenne McDonald. Callie Ray Lorraine Mackenzie. Ryan McLean. Melody May Mahmoudi. Alexandra Marks.
Julianne Merrikin. Alejandra Maria Medina Munoz. Trevor William Meester. Romel Matthew Mendoza. Valerie Mendoza. Dakota Lynn Miller. Madison Magdalena Milligan. Brooke Ella Moen. Muna Mohammed. Travis Jordan Mundy.
Anne Promes Munezero. David Peter Muzelek. Conlon Seamus Kai Myers, with distinction. Ashley Ann Nestor. Adrian Newman. Rita Antonia Newton. Malcolm Nielsen.
Liam O'Brien, with distinction. Tulsa Gracie Oddie. Shannon Grace O'Flynn, with distinction. Bashir Abdi Omar. Sydney Omasta. Haley Martina Orbeck, with distinction. Raoja Ovais.
Rebecca Dawn Pacholak. Valkirat Singh Pada with distinction. John Paul Agbabayani Palatau. Charity Joy Pashnuk. Parva Patel. Crystal Leah Pavlis with distinction.
Ni Fan with distinction. Kate Frances Standing Phillip. Rushab Urvashi Umesh Kumar Prajapati. Kendra Lynn Pritchard with distinction. Jazkaran Preet Singh Pwar. Kelsey Dawn Rains with distinction. Mariko Houston Tia Redmond.
Letitia Adrienne Dela Cruz Resurrection with distinction. Shella May Porto Robles with distinction. Hannah Rachel Rutherford with distinction. Jameson Jerk Tulio Saluna with distinction. Brant Albert Jules Sanche. Oleg Savin. Benjamin Jeffrey Edward Saxton. Jaden Wesley David Schultz.
Magnus John Balapira Selma. Andrew Thomas Cernecki. Pankti Shaw. Nicholas Nestor Shapka with distinction. Daniel Philip Simons. Arshdeep Singh with distinction. Inderbir Singh with distinction. Jaslyn Kaur Singh. Maria Karina Beatrice Season.
Shanna Bree Sklapski. Sophia Abigail Slade with distinction. Serena Kaur Sudar. Brian Wagner St. Pierre. Jackson Douglas Steed. Caitlin Alexandra Stevens.
Aaron Sanjeev Sukare. Adrian Saplina. Zachary Joseph Swensrud with distinction. Stephanie Teja. Karanjit Singh Teja. Alexia Michaela Tran. Sean Paul Douglas Truman with distinction. Lavanya Varma.
Mila Rue Verbicki. Milika Vinjevich with distinction. Jolina May Villanueva. Danidu Timal Wakista. Malith Dilhara Wetasinga. Dylan Jerry Wallacechuck. Joshua Zhang. And this concludes the graduates for the Faculty of Arts and Sciences.
I'm Dr. David Danto, Dean, Faculty of Health and Community Studies. Eminent Chancellor and Madam President, I now present you the following graduates.
And now, presenting graduates receiving the Bachelor of Social Work. Cassie Raylene Anderson, with distinction. Kristaline Archimowitz, with distinction. Niyar Tan, with distinction. Christine Ira Ballad. Kirstine Jean Bolster, with distinction. Ashley Ray Brown.
Julia Chow with distinction. Mackenzie Anne-Marie Datchuk. Semhar Kibrom DeWitt. Cynthia Lynn Corrine Eisenkrine with distinction. Sophia Vaitakis with distinction. Glenda Lara Sagam Gallardo.
Simranjeet Gill with distinction. Carolina Sylvia Kruszewski with distinction. Jenna Claire Hamilton with distinction. Jaden Alexandra Heinrich. Kennedy Wyatt Higginbotham with distinction. Danielle Mackenzie Jobson. Carson Keeler with distinction. Miles Knudsen. Brandon Kragowski with distinction. Amy T. Law with distinction.
Cassandra Belinda LePage with distinction. Karina Lowe with distinction. Kaylee Jordan McMurky with distinction. Janina Nuriz Mangahas. Paige Bessie Martinez. Angelica Rena Mazzone. Mackenzie Grace Melnichuk. Brittany Menny.
Chelsea Metke. Sagal Abdulrahman Muhammad with distinction. Carlin Nicole Newsham with distinction. Eva Maria Ochepka Mango with distinction. Riley Ann O'Hara. Megan Elizabeth Postumus with distinction. Amita Rashbandari with distinction. Cassie Robinson.
Destiny Ray Roswell. Stephanie Elizabeth Semenok with distinction. Nimrit Singh. Neely Allen Stebner with distinction. Shayla Page Stevenson with distinction. Omni Samir Taha with distinction. Michaela Lily Tylon. Faith Laura Taylor.
Avery Lauren Undershoot with distinction. Sarah Beth Wallace Nordine with distinction. Kristen Elena Marie Waugh with distinction. Rashina Yaloni with distinction. Jennifer Marie Zimmerman with distinction. And this concludes our graduates receiving their Bachelor of Social Work. And now, presenting graduates receiving their Social Work Diploma. Ivy Wazan Amorin with distinction. Alyssa Cassandra Celeste Anderson.
Isabel Colette Anderson. Brittany Lynn Arneson Ballas. Ashton Edward Banks with distinction. Asharita Bhattarai. Clinton Joel Bonice. Deidre Amanda Rose Boudreau. Alia Juliana Isabella Boyce with distinction. Tanya Radzua Alexa Ashley Chikuse.
Catherine Marie Main Kurila Schollenberg. Alicia Christine Dean with distinction. Jackie Michelle Deutsch. Tanya Dewan. Julie Forcier. Reneline Gaucher. Kendall Madison Hillenbrand, with distinction.
Nkechi Patience Igbeiraise. Ivy Valdepeñas Justo. Kulvinder Kaur Kapoor. Natasha Lynn Kirk Howden. Kale Mackenzie Coopin.
Chandra Ann Little. Susan Donna Lee Mackay. Vanessa McCormick. Madison Leanne McGregor. Grace Elizabeth McPhail. Khadija Melida. Zaina Nisha. Emily Ann Wimet. Bonnie Jean Pisca, with distinction. Caleb Anderson Rabel, with distinction.
Danae Audrey Ratuzhniak. Victor Hugo Rodriguez San Martin. Claire Elizabeth M. Ryan, with distinction. Ana Isabella Lapid Salaveria, with distinction. Hadra Shamshad. Shishir Kumar Shrestha. Sukurat Olamide Soewu.
Emma Allison Spencer. Dawn Eileen Summers. Melanie Krista Usher, with distinction. Olivia Kennedy Van Bommel. Amanda Louise Wallach, with distinction. Kelsey Wickes. This concludes the graduates from the Faculty of Health and Community Studies.
Well, congratulations, everybody. To all the graduates, thank you for choosing MacEwan, for walking across the stage, for hitting your mark. And it gives us all great pleasure to hear your full names, all of your names. How often do you hear all of your names? And everybody's smiling and clapping for you, so this is a good thing. So I would now like to ask Mallory back, as a distinguished alumni recipient, to come back to the podium to deliver an alumni message to you, the newest members of the MacEwan alumni community, which is now over 90,000. Over to you.
Congratulations, class of 2024. I'm thrilled to congratulate you on your academic achievements and to be the first to officially welcome you to the Alumni Association. As each of you look around the room today and embark on your own journey, remember that you are leaving MacEwan with so much more than a credential. I'm here to remind you that the friendships and memorable moments that shaped your experience over the past few years will continue with you no matter what path you take. You now join over 90,000 alumni who are making a difference in communities across the province, the nation, and the globe. This is a group of peers whom you now share a common experience with. Connect with them, stay connected with each other, continue to cheer on our Griffins, stay involved in the MacEwan University community, and perhaps walk the halls as a mentor to the next generation of students. You are an important part of our university's legacy, and I hope you would embrace being a MacEwan alum in the same way you embrace being a MacEwan student, with commitment and passion. Once again, on behalf of the Alumni Association, congratulations, class of 2024. Enjoy this moment. You've earned it.
Thank you, Mallory. This brings us to the closing moments of our ceremony. It gives me great pleasure to thank the many people in our MacEwan community who have worked hard to organize Convocation. Faculty, I want to thank you for all your work. You ensured that your students were engaged in meaningful academic experiences that contributed towards their success. Graduates, while this signifies the end of your academic career at MacEwan, it is not the end of your lifelong journey of learning. I know that there are many people who helped you on your journey thus far. I'd like to invite you, our graduates, to express your appreciation to those who have supported you along the way. Would the faculty, family, and friends of our graduates please rise? Graduates, a round of applause, please. And now, in turn, I invite our faculty, family, and friends to join me with a huge round of applause, congratulating our graduates of 2024. Please be seated. Before we adjourn for the day, I would ask that guests remain at your seats for a few more moments. The stage party will exit first, followed by the graduate recessional. Once the last graduate leaves, guests may exit to the lobby. With that, I declare this convocation closed.
Well, I wouldn't stay too long. No one's really good.